Certainly means that you shouldn't be afraid of hard work, of like stress testing, you know, yourself to some extent, because it's just like muscles really, isn't it? The more you use it, the more you stretch it and strain it beyond its comfort zone, the more it responds and gets stronger. Morning world, morning walk, episode 36. There we go. I headed to the USA this morning, so up to sneak in a quick little walk before day really gets started by jumping in the car and heading for the airport. It's a spectacular, crisp Sydney morning. You know, winter is gone, but summer is not yet here. Dog is out and about. You get these lovely pastel colours in the sky this time of year. Up a little bit earlier than normal, about 5, out the door by 10 after, just to make sure I can sneak in enough of a walk before having to beat the traffic. From where I am to get to the airport takes about an hour, so you just don't want to be running too late when it's an international flight. And I've had like 3 dreams in the last week about missing my plane. Literally, that's not a good thing, so I just don't want to run behind. Feels particularly brutal this morning. You know what it's like when you're in the habit of your alarm going off at a certain time of day, and it doesn't have to change by very much, only maybe like 15 minutes, have to get up 15 minutes earlier, and it just throws you out completely. It feels like you've had hours left sleep. It's really just incredible how we get so finely tuned in our sleep patterns, and you know, able to wake up just before the alarm. Isn't that great? And then your alarm goes off and you got to get out of bed because you got a flight to catch. Let's complain. Heading to one of those unbelievable places in the world, Santa Barbara, USA. I'll drop some footage in here for you just so you can see what it's like. Absolutely spectacular town. You got the ocean, this beautiful pier, and the mountains up in the background that catch both the morning and the evening light. It's just one of those stunning towns. So, real privilege of work to get to go and spend some time there for a conference full of good people that I know and awesome, interesting technology. It's called Entreport. That's what my week ahead is going to look like. Just love the sunlight on the trees this time of the day. It's kind of a really rich golden colour, lighting it up from overnight. It's pretty awesome. So I would definitely call a 5:10 or 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. wake up a fair trade for a week in Santa Barbara, which will be pretty awesome. Learn a lot and get to hang out with some pretty cool people. And conferences, you know, international conferences are definitely one of the things that I think are so good professionally if you work in any kind of domain where this stuff goes on, because the networking you can do and the learning that you can do in such a compact period of time is just so great. You know, I think there's a disproportionate return on investment from these kind of things, as long as you work hard while you're there. And I think that's my message for this morning, right? Is that anything really worthwhile generally comes on the far side of hard work. You know, it's not often that we just have things come to us super easily that end up being the most satisfying. And I think so much of that is psychological. You know, wherever we've had to work hard for something, it tends to stick with us a lot more. The importance of it is so much more real and tangible for us. Certainly means that you shouldn't be afraid of hard work, of like stress testing, you know, yourself to some extent, because it's just like muscles really, isn't it? The more you use it, the more you stretch it and strain it beyond its comfort zone, the more it responds and gets stronger. Like your brain is the same, your career is the same. The more you push your career and work hard and go beyond your limits is where you get the kind of greatest benefit. God, it's nice to walk, isn't it? Before the day gets started. When I was saving up for my first overseas trip, I was at university, I was actually working 7 jobs at one stage. Now, granted, they weren't all full-time jobs, of course, but still was employed by 7 different people. I was working in a butcher's shop, I was cleaning up another butcher's shop, I was dissecting birds in a biology lab, I was a soccer referee. Just had so many different irons in the fire. But that hard work paid off, you know, that trip paid me back tenfold those hours that I put in. Got the most incredible memories from it. In fact, that trip ended up setting me on my whole career direction of helping Australian students to have study abroad experiences. So incredibly fortunate in that sense. None of it would have been possible if I hadn't worked my butt off to earn the bickies to get there. It's often like that, isn't it? There's nothing really that satisfying about, you know, having things handed to you where you haven't had to do that much work. It's kind of like that dopamine hit you get from drinking a soft drink. It's super satisfying when things just kind of fall into your lap, but it can be awesome, can feel incredible, but it's kind of like that sugar hit or the dopamine buzz that you get after you know, play on your telephone for too long. I don't know, it's just a little bit empty, hollow. It doesn't leave you feeling satiated in any way. Whereas when you've had to really work for something, like really put your head down and work your butt off, I don't know, that's so satisfying that it feels a lot more real. Anyway, handful of thoughts for you this morning as I jet set off to the USA. Whatever you're getting up to today, I hope it's a good one, and I'll see you next time on the morning walk. Bye.